Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I have a video about another study that came out recently telling us something that we all already intuitively knew. And no, sorry, this one is not about eggplant, though that one was my favorite study and probably favorite video to date. No, this one is a study that has found that gun owners actually stop more mass shootings than the police. But before I get into the details and break down the results and methodology a bit, this video is brought to you by Blackout Coffee Company. Blackout is a Florida-based coffee roaster that has strong roots in supporting Second Amendment rights and traditional values. They support channels like mine and have dedicated partner roasts that raise money for GOA, FPC, and even the Second Amendment Foundation. Now for myself, I am originally from Massachusetts, so I pretty much live off of iced coffee. I was rocking the blueberry crumble this morning. So to get a cup of coffee, tea, or hot chocolate that you can be proud of and help support the channel, go to blackoutcoffee.com/LibertyDoll, and as a bonus, you can use code LibertyDoll for a one-time 20% discount. So this study was conducted by John Lott, whose name might sound familiar. That would be because he is a gun rights researcher behind a bunch of research on how common defensive gun uses really are. We can add this one now to the list. According to an article that Lott published in The Federalist, he and the Crime Prevention Center used FBI active shooting reports to determine that legal gun owners stopped 51.5% of active shooting attacks, while police stopped 44.6%. Not only that, the police were 17% more likely to be injured when they did respond compared to civilian gun owners. Specifically, they found that armed civilians stopped 180 of 515 active shooting incidents. And now, of course, that is not 50%. But when you exclude gun-free zones where regular people are not allowed to carry, those numbers go up. In non-gun-free zones, they stopped 158 out of 307. Now, by the FBI's definition, this is any shooting that attempts to kill people at a public place, excluding robberies and shootings tied to gang violence. And the civilian gun owners were much less likely to injure innocent bystanders. In fact, they only accidentally shot a bystander in a single case. Police, however, shot others in 4 cases, killing officers twice and civilians twice. The study also found that despite the arguments that good guys with guns would interfere with police response or get shot themselves, it happened in 0 of the cases on the FBI roster. They also only had their gun taken away from them in 1 case. In 58, or 32% of the cases stopped by civilians, law enforcement determined that it was or was likely to be a mass shooting event. Now, we can hypothesize a few things from this. You could argue that maybe cops need more or better training, or maybe their uniforms put them at a disadvantage, making them easier, more obvious targets. Maybe you could argue that the civilian gun owners who step up are ones who have done a lot of training and are therefore somewhat prepared and confident in their actions. But I think that the number one thing to take from this here, besides the simple fact that good guys with guns do in fact save lives, which we knew, is the clear effect of gun-free zones. The data itself proves that gun-free zones make you have to rely on waiting for a police response during incidents, when we have numbers right here proving that civilian gun owners are an invaluable resource in protecting and saving lives. So invaluable that in areas where people are legally allowed to carry, they are faster and perhaps more effective responders than law enforcement. And this might just be down to the fact that gun owners are already there. They are in the right place at the right time. Or maybe they do more training, or both. Either way, the numbers are on our side. Still, critics argue that this isn't the case. I don't know what more proof you need that gun controllers don't truly care about saving lives the way they claim. We already know that mass shooters are more likely to choose soft targets. The numbers do not lie. And these are FBI numbers. If you are in a gun-free zone, you are more likely to be a target and more likely to suffer for it because you have to wait for law enforcement to arrive. And what the numbers tell us is that in places where there are more people legally able to carry guns, there are more people ready and available to be those first responders. And at the end of the day, if you find yourself a victim, would you rather wait And does it really matter if the person saving your life has a badge? I would say probably not. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this video. Short and sweet today. You guys know the drill for all of the algorithm things. And as always, thanks for tuning in. Stay safe out there and happy shooting.